Before the first great tragedy in Scripture, there was a doorway. A shadow crouched low, waiting, and a heart, just like ours, standing in the light, trying to choose its way. Genesis 4 isn't just the story of Cain and Abel, it's the story of every moment when anger rises, when jealousy whispers, when we feel unseen or misunderstood. It's the story of the God who steps toward us before we fall, and the mercy that follows us even when we wander. Today, we're stepping into that doorway, not to fear the shadow, but to see the light that never leaves it. Genesis 4 begins quietly. A mother holds her newborn son and whispers gratitude to God. Two brothers grow up. One works the fields, one tends the sheep. It looks like an ordinary family, living ordinary days. That underneath it all, something ancient is stirring. The deep longing to be seen, to be valued, to be accepted. We know that feeling, don't we? In time, both brothers bring an offering to God. Both come with sincere hearts, or so it seems. But the Lord receives Abel's gift and not Cain's. The text doesn't spell out exactly why. What it does show us is Cain's heart. His face falls, anger begins to burn, the ache of feeling overlooked rises up. And right there, in that moment of pain, God meets him. Why is your countenance fallen? If you do well, shall you not be accepted? Sin is crouching at the door, but you may rule over it. God speaks to Cain before the failure, not after. He always does. Cain rises up against his brother Abel in the field, a moment that can never be undone. And God comes near again with a simple question. Where is Abel, your brother? He doesn't ask because he lacks information. He asks to invite honesty, to invite confession, to invite healing. But Cain deflects. Am I my brother's keeper? We've all done the same at one time or another. Then God says something haunting and beautiful. Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Pain has a voice, and God listens. Cain is terrified of the weight of what he's done. He fears that anyone who finds him will destroy him, and God, astonishingly, protects him. He places a mark on Cain, not as a curse, but as a shield. Even in discipline, God preserves life. Even when we wander, God stays near. Cain goes out and builds a city. Generations follow. Tents are pitched. Music is born. Tools and craftsmanship begin to shape the world. Humanity keeps moving forward, keeps creating, keeps longing. Then, a quiet miracle of restoration. Seth is born, a new beginning, a new seed of hope. And when Seth has a son named Enos, something beautiful happens. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. From deep grief, worship begins to rise. From loss, a new lineage of people who seek God is born. Genesis whispers to us today. God speaks into our anger before it destroys us. God draws close even when we try to hide. God protects the wanderer, even in the middle of discipline. God brings fresh beginnings after the deepest loss. God hears the cries we think are buried in the ground. And again, He invites us to call on His name. This chapter isn't only about Cain and Abel. It's about every human heart, and about the God who keeps pursuing us through every shadowed field and every new sunrise.